Welcome back to another tutorial. In this tutorial, I'll be showing you how to create a torn paper effect. Let's get right into it. So first of all, I'm going to open a torn paper effect photo that I created earlier. Note that this bit of the image is transparent and I have saved it in PNG format, which is very important. The link to this image is in the description box below. So feel free to use it too. Great. So now that is out of the way, I'll now open the image that I want to apply the tone paper effect to. Go to File, Open, Browse and select to open your chosen image. Another important thing to note is that it's important to have the background set to white. For those of you who need help with this, can follow another tutorial which I have linked below in the description box too. Okay, so now I'll be kickstarting the edit by using the quick selection tool and outlining the image. Another tip is, after selecting the quick selection tool, there are add to selection and subtract from selection, which increase and decrease the selection area. Right now I'm going to use the add to selection and begin outlining the image. So there are areas where I have excessively outlines. So using the subtract from selection, I'm going to perfect those areas. Use Ctrl and plus on your keyboard if you need to zoom in to see clearer. So now that I'm happy with the selection, I can now refine edge either by clicking here or right click and select refine edge. Then activate smart radius and go around the hair to smoothen the edges. Once I am done, I'll now select the output to new layer with layer mask and click OK. Now as you can see, the background is now transparent and a layer mask has been created, disabling the initial background layer. Now to create a new layer under the top layer. To do this, press down on the Ctrl key on your keyboard and click the create a new layer button. This will create it beneath the layer mask. Make sure that new layer is selected and fill it with white. Go to edit, fill, change contrast use to white, then click OK. Now hold down the shift key and select the top layer, which is the layer mask. This will select both layers so it can be converted to a smart object. To do this, click on this little icon here, convert to smart object. Now using the move tool, drag the image to hover over the tone paper document tab and drop it into the canvas. For visibility, I'm going to set the opacity to 50% so it's easier to edit. Then activating the free transform tool by going to edit, free transform. As you can see, the area of the selection is beyond the canvas, so to make that visible, press Ctrl and 0 or Command 0 to zoom out. Now press down on Shift and Alt and drag to resize and reposition. I'm positioning the eye area to fit the tone paper bit. So once happy, press enter or click this confirmation icon. Now I'm going to change the opacity back to 100% again. And also rename layer 0 as tone paper and background copy to image. It often makes it easier to refer to layers and edit when they are renamed appropriately. Great. Now I'm going to duplicate the image layer using Ctrl and J or Command and J for Mac users. Then drag the image layer under the tone paper layer. Then go back to the image copy layer to select it and holding down Ctrl, click on the tone paper layer thumbnail. This outlines the selection of both layers like so. Now ensuring the image copy layer is selected, click on the add layer mask. Then change the layer blend mode from normal to multiply. Then click on the adjustment layer icon and select black and white. Usually the adjustment layer applies effects to all layers beneath it, but I only want the effects added to the image copy layer. To do this, I'll have to create a clip-in mask, which applies the adjustment layer effects to the immediate layer beneath it. To create the clip-in mask, click on the little icon here and select Create Clip-in Mask. This has now colored the eyes only. Now I'm going to go to the adjustment layer again and select Levels. This will again apply all the effects to all the layers beneath it. So create a clip-in mask to avoid it. Within the Levels properties, I'm going to play around with the color levels by sliding the left lever slightly towards the right, the middle and right levels towards the left to balance the color. Now select the tone paper layer, right click and select blend in options. Then select drop shadow. The blend mode should be multiply and color set to black. Then change the opacity to 35%, angle to 131 degrees, distance to 23 pixels, and the size to 15 pixels, and click OK. And that's it. That brings us to the end of this tutorial. Thank you so much for watching. Please like, comment, share and subscribe to my channel.